See, are they doubling? Oh, there's the target. 4 mana. We can totally... 4 to play, 4 plus 1 to dissolve. Yeah, we can totally dissolve it right away. We've got the mana for it. And they scoop. 4, 5, 6. We would have been 1 shy of lethal, but we got our removal when we needed it. Wow. Hello everyone, my name is Kyle. Thanks for stopping by to check out my video here on Arena Hacks. Ever since I got into Magic the Gathering years ago, I've just loved playing, just building decks mostly. I love playing the game too, obviously. So I created this channel to share all the decks I love building. Also, I like to help people get started with their digital collection on MTG Arena. So I do have a lot of tips and tricks for beginners. And if you're into any of that, please hit the subscribe button down below. And this deck is actually one of those. This is again another one of the precon decks that I've modified while only using rares from other precons. So I know every new player will have all the cards in this deck, minus a few commons and uncommons. But those are pretty easy to get the wild cards for. And again, a lot of the commons and uncommons that I swapped in here, again, I know they come from other precon decks, so you're literally looking at just a few common and uncommon wild cards for brand new players to build decks like these upgrades that I've been doing. This one is Control Center. So it's control-y. It's not really the kind of deck that I play too much. It's got a lot of black control. So that's the kind of control that I do like playing more often myself. So if you compare this to the original Control Center deck list, you'll see that I've definitely added a lot more black to it. That's just because in the meta right now, black control is just awesome. It's just really freaking awesome. Lots of great removal spells, lots of discard. I love the card draw package with Deadly Dispute, and then you put chump blockers. It's usually Eye Twitch and the Shambling Gas because they're 1 mana. So 4 copies of each of those and Deadly Dispute. And then that's like a great card draw, a little card draw engine. You get treasures from it. Like you can chump block with your creatures and then you sacrifice them to Deadly Dispute, so you're blocking the damage, you're getting the card draw, you're getting the, it's just really awesome and crazy value. So that's one of the reasons why black control is so heavy right now. Having all that for the early game is really freaking sweet. Now I went a little heavier here. I swapped the Eye Twitch and Shambling Gas because this isn't really a treasure deck or anything like that. So I switched it and wanted to go more of a control theme, and those copies of each of those creatures I swapped for Elderfang Disciple, which was already in the deck anyways. I just increased it by 1 copy. And Acquisitions Expert, because this wasn't in the deck originally, but again, it's more discard in the form of creatures. So we get little dorks on the field that can chump block, we make our opponent discard, and then we have something to sacrifice to Deadly Dispute. And it just goes more with the rest of our deck with the control thing. Reject, in a control deck, I like doing a few counter spells. I'm not big on the counter spells when I build a control deck because they're very reactive instead of proactive. And when I play Magic, I usually like to be a little more proactive. Especially those of you who watch my channel more regularly, you probably have already picked up on that. But yeah, counter spells, you have to wait and kind of not cast them during your turn and wait for your opponent to cast something that you want to counter. And then you run the risk of your opponent either not casting anything or not casting anything that you deem worthy to cast your counter spell on, and then you just held up mana for nothing. So that's what I don't like about that kind of stuff, but it does work. I do, for my counterspell packages, I like doing 2 rejects. I like to do 2 other, usually Test of Talents, but this time I go Saw It Coming, and I was going to do 6, and I usually just do the 4 counters, but I was going to go 6 this time because it's a control deck, but I couldn't figure out what to swap out. If you're a player who likes more counters, you can put Test of Talents in instead of, you take out Poison the Cups, or even Flunks. Flunks in some situations are actually very weak if your opponent can keep a full hand. Like, Flunks basically do nothing. But anyways, back to the counter spells. Get that all done up. Reject, it's a great spell. Counter Planeswalker or creature. If they have 3 to pay, sometimes you do it anyways to make them pay their extra 3 mana. Sometimes it's just, then it's just a dead card because you can't counter their spell. What's really great though is if you do counter it, it gets exiled instead of going in the graveyard, which is really friggin' sweet. Saw It Coming, you foretell them for 2, cast them for 2, cheapens them up a little bit. Poison the Cup is like the mono-black kind of version of Foretell. It destroys creature and gives you a scry when you foretell it. Mana cost is the same, just swap blue for black, and it's pretty much the same. Flunk I briefly went over, it's more removal. 3 copies I think came in the deck already. It's one, like I said, that you could swap out. You could even maybe go 1 or 2 copies of Power Word Kill, and then maybe just more counters. Maybe 2 copies of Test of Talents, and then the third copy can go to maybe another copy of Skull Raid, or something like that, right? So this goes with, on that note, Skull Raid goes great with the, what is it called? Discard. The discard we do to our opponent down here. There was 3 copies originally. I had taken them all out. Then I had taken other things out and put them back in. And then I reduced 1 for something. I think to get this guy in here, to squeeze this guy. I noticed he was one of the other decks, precon decks. Really great. This guy can be a game ender if your opponent can't deal with him. 3-turn clock. That's when they're at full health from 20. 3 turns. Do the math. You're doubling his power every turn. It takes 3 turns and they're dead. So that's pretty good. This one I moved in from another deck. So that could be what I took the Skull Raids out. They're great because if your opponent runs out of cards to discard, it's great because you draw the cards equal to the difference of what they can't discard. So if they have none to discard, you just draw 2 cards then instead of them discarding 2 cards, right? So it's kind of like you're getting value no matter what, whether your opponent has cards to discard or not. These creatures here, if your opponent doesn't have cards to discard, you're not getting that ETB value out of your creatures. So Skull Raid, it's really good. I just don't like it's clunky. You have to foretell it first. So you can even drop one of these when you get the rares. You can go for another Baleful Mastery or even another Gelatinous Cube. This is another creature that I think is great. Goes great in control decks, especially a Dimir deck like this. You know, it's a mono-black creature, exiles a non-use creature an opponent has. Like, you can dissolve it so that they don't get it back when your Gelatinous Cube dies. Unless your opponent kills your cube before you can dissolve it. You have to have the mana and the time to be able to do that ability. Otherwise, Grazilaxx, I subbed in here for from another deck. I can't remember which deck he came into, Sky Patrol, I think. And he's great because these guys have ETB triggers. So we can start attacking with them. If we don't have a Deadly Dispute, we can just start attacking our opponent with them. Whichever one they block, we can bounce it back to our hand with Grazilaxx. And then we can replay it again and get more discard, make them discard more cards out of their hand. So if we want to sacrifice them, though, we can't bounce them back to our hand because we have to sacrifice them for card draw. So you have to make that decision in that moment. Grazilaxx is really cool that way. We also get card draw. Whenever our creatures do get in for damage, we get to draw a card. So pretty freaking sweet. A lot of these guys up here, Drana came from another deck. Iymrith I did use in other decks. I think he used it in Avalanche, but he actually comes in this deck is the deck he comes in. Black Dragon came in this deck already. I didn't take him out for something else because I kind of like 4/4 flyer. It's a little clunky, but 4/4 flyer and a -3/-3 effect on an opponent's creature is actually not too shabby at all. It's a bit more removal, and it's removal in the form of a creature, so that gives us something to attack and win the game with. Icebreaker Kraken, this is why we have all these snowlands in here. I swapped them all for snowlands, except, well, these were already snowlands, and except this one pathway. Because snowlands make him cost less, 1 less every snowland you have on the battlefield. So if you have 10, he costs 2 blue for an 8/8 Kraken that holds all your opponent's creatures tapped down, right? So this is how a deck like this works. We have like 6 big creatures down here, high-ish mana. These are high mana costing. These at 5 is not too bad, especially when you can get a treasure in here and there. They're really not too bad at 5. But yeah, these are like our big game enders. Like this, like I said, because he gets huge and just can end the game in like a few turns. Same with this guy, especially when you've been pecking away, maybe doing a little bit of damage with your dorks up here. You just get some big guy out there and just start attacking away and win the game. So that's the deck. That's how it's supposed to work. That's the upgrades I did to it. So let's get to some gameplay and see how it goes. If we get 1 more blue, we can be annoying with the dragon turtle until we save up for black dragon, discard, discard removal. These guys, they kind of go together pretty good, right? You make them discard, then you have removal based on them not having many cards in hand. I wish you could get to go first every now and then. Oh yeah, they're still at, oh no, they're at 6 cards now. Now they're going down to 5, which will be -2/-2 here, except we can't cast it yet anyways, so no big deal. But they haven't done anything anyways, so we're a little, we're ahead on playing stuff. They must have a lot of good cards. They can't decide which 2 to show us. Which one, sorry. Man, ooh. Alright. So they discard card draw. Well, they probably have the having problems getting the creatures to facilitate that card draw for sacrificing. That could be the problem they're having. Oh, speak of the devil. So what do they have in their hand? 4? We can do -3/-3. That'll kill their dude. I say we do it before our card draw. This is a good one. It gets them dungeon triggers. I'm assuming they're a dungeon deck by the looks of it. There's the black. Kind of figured that was coming. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna have to hold up for like a deadly dispute. We need that double blue. One more mana though, and we do get Westgate Regent, whatever. Another one. Are you freaking kidding me? Come on in and attack me. Here they come. Take the block. Let's get some card draw. Come on, removal. Where are you? It's not removal. It's not friggin' removal. Although we can just make them discard their hand. Let's go for that to start with. Okay. Show me that. Last card, and you can discard it too. So what do we do about this guy? Do we double block him? They have a card in hand. I'd rather not take the damage. I really don't want to give him a single dungeon trigger. We don't have anything to sack to gain. Let's go. They might have something in hand though. Let's just go for a chump. Doesn't matter which one we're in now. Let's chump with this one. That way if I actually find another acquisition expert, we get, not that it matters, I don't know why I'm thinking, I just always try to think that value. Ooh, this will get them back out of the graveyard. Ooh. We can hold them down for a turn with this. Because they'll attack into this with their Death Touch for sure. Let's do that, but we cast this during their turn. We have 2 other mana we can use now, so let's just attack in with this guy and the turn. And then Dragon Turtle will snag their Death Touch guy. And they can do 2 damage, but no dungeon triggers. We can do this now. Yeah, let's use it on their Death Touch guy. Let's try to save that treasure because we do need it to play him. So let's go this way. Attack in with a 1/1. Nice big 4/4 blocker. We're going to start getting our acquisition stuff back when we attack with it. Oh, their own Dragon Turtle in response. What a punk. Alright. Alright. Well played, sir. Well played. Your own freaking Dragon Turtle. Well, let's get rid of your Death Toucher. Your Death Toucher? Your Death Toucher. Yeah, let's just use it. 1-tap this and we can play 7 drops after this. So you can go. And we can attack. They should have played their Dragon Turtle during my turn. Because now, yeah. Because I got to untap my Dragon Turtle before they got to untrap their the guy I tapped down because I played it during their turn. So, and they both have to wait one extra turn before they can untap. So I got my one extra turn first because I played it on their turn, and then it went right to my turn, right? So always think about that with the Dragon Turtle. Other than that, the Dragon Turtle is kind of annoying. As you saw with us, we thought we were going to get some guy back and discard more, and they're like, nope, Dragon Turtle. All right. Ooh, that's disgusting. All of our heavy stuff, except for Grazilaxx, but nothing to go with Grazilaxx, and no card draw, no removal. Ugh. That's better. Some little chumpers, removal here. This guy for a bit later, almost enough. Oh, counterspell here. I thought that was land out of the corner of my eye. We might have to throw this back simply I'm gonna keep it. Because as long as we get one blue, we can foretell it and cast it, whereas this guy's like 3 mana away. So we'll get rid of unfortunately we'll get rid of this guy. Because, yeah, it's a little too far from casting. Okay, Savvy Mike. Wait, where's my cursor? There it is. Oh, come on, blue mana. What we got here? Okay, sure. We kind of don't want you to have removal either. Oh my god, that's terrible. Foretell or just ride that discard train? Make them discard. You can prevent the damage with the burn spell? No? Yeah, okay. Foretell or play this out? Yeah, let's play this out. We need to slow them down as much as we can. Because we're kind of... God, getting any blue. At least one blue, please. 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 And then we can foretell this with black. And then hold up like that mana cost, because that's what this will become when it's foretold, and then we can do either one during their turn. Discard a land from opponent. That's the end of our turn, and they opus for a treasure. Discard opus for a treasure. Ugh. Yeah, and we don't got the mana for it, right? We can exile it though. Not this turn. We can't attack or do anything. We can foretell. Next turn, we're going to have mana for both cube and counter spells. However, we kind of have to put this in a cube because, yeah, I don't know how we're going to... They're low on cards. Too bad we're nowhere near that mana for that. So they've got one card plus their top deck. Do we hold up counter? Or do we get rid of that Prismari? We get rid of Gelatinous. I think we get rid of the Gelatinous. Ooh, they could have counters too. They have mana over here. I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll exile their Gelatinous so they can just play another one. Okay, no, they hit that up. Ooh, I wonder how that... Right, yeah, okay. That works. A little destroyer removal thing. That would have been nice to have mana to counter that. This guy can take on Gelatinous for sure, so... Get rid of this guy. Have a blocker for Magda. And hold up counter magic, I guess, yeah. Just to make sure whatever they have in hand is no-go. No attacking there. There's not much else I can do. How much mana do I need? Oh my god, I need 3 more mana to cast this. So sketchy. I need to, though. I need to draw cards. Don't you dare draw my Sot coming out. How dare you? I need those cards. I did not want to cast my Sot coming on that. We did get mana. Holy freaking mana. Yay. Except we're a little stuck now. You get a big hit there. Yeah, let's go blue because, yeah, we got black here and then more black here. We can cast this with the treasure. That with the treasure too. This can hold off Gelatinous. We get one more snowland. This gets a little cheaper. Other than that, we need the treasure for either one of these. We do one of these. His ability will kill Magda. And we just have to deal with whatever they draw in their hand. We can make them... No. They'll still get a hit in the air. This will hold everything tapped down for a turn. And then maybe we can get a big hit. They could have a counter spell, and they probably do too, don't they? Well, we have to try something. So let's see if we can take care of Magda. Yeah. Counter spell, of course. Of course they get... Oh my god. Thanks, game. Like, it's their top deck. Oh man, I wish I could top deck for once in my life like that. Just once, like literally once. Never could I ever top deck the way this guy is. Never. I don't get, like, hands dealt to me as good as this guy's top decking. So he bounces his own Prismari. Yeah. Thanks, game. That was real nice of you. Alright. Hey, look. The thing says whatever that means, those words mean. I just know I like seeing them. And we've got removal. And yeah. Counter. Oh, what did I do? Oh my god. Oh well. At least we're a turn ahead and we don't really have anything else to do, so we could have foretold this. That would have been not bad. More treasures. All our mana's open now. If we foretell, we can't cast anything. I say we don't foretell. We hold up Reject, hold up Poison Cup or Flunk or whatever we need, really. We have options. -1/-1 for Flunk. Yeah, okay, -2/-2 now. And we didn't get to do anything, and we didn't draw land. How am I not supposed, like, who in their right mind would not think, after the last game into this game, it's like, I don't even know what to foretell. I have to foretell something, but I don't even know what. Who in their right mind would not think that this is not somehow sabotaged and totally rigged? Like, this is just too perfect. Too many games, it's too perfect, too many games in a row. Like, holy jeez, like, the way I get royally screwed. Yeah, 26 lands. Like, I hate that because I flood out. What's the problem I always have with 26 lands is that I never get lands. What's the problem I have with 24 is I flood out. Seriously, can you guys program it to make some kind of sense? Please? Holy Jesus. If we foretell this, then we got a lot of options with that 2 mana. We can go Reject, Saw It Coming, or Poison the Cup. Or even Flunk. So we'll foretell this. Call that a turn. Creature, let's get rid of it. We can. They can maybe counter it with their treasures and their own counter spell. I don't know why they wouldn't. Or they could even pay the mana with the treasures too. I didn't even realize that. But let's make them get rid of something. Make them do something. There we go. we've got the removal for it. So, what the heck is this thing? I don't recognize it by the picture. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile top card of opponent's library until end of turn. Spells from among right. They just get to do that at the beginning of their upkeep. The exile card of our library. Alright. Well, we don't want them doing that, so we have to kill that thing. How many cards? It'll be -4/-4. That should work. And we have to do it before their upkeep. Yeah. And then we'll do that to hold up counter magic and other things. Finally got our 4th land, so we're actually doing good. 2 mana to foretell, 2 mana to play something, 2, wait. They have 2 mana up. What's this? We can just, yeah, let's use our other Flunk, or Rejacket, I mean. This time they can't pay the cost because they only have 2 mana, not 3. Alright, we're slowly turning around, although the tap land is a definitely pain in the butt. Sorcery, do we just cast this? Make them discard 1 and then we get to draw a card, or do we foretell it first? No, let's just end turn and hold both of these things up. Or do we foretell it? Yeah, let's try to foretell it, get it cheaper, and then we can just cast one of these spells. Well, this is sorcery, so... Or we don't cast anything because they don't really do much. Okay. Well, we can counter their counter if they play a Saw It Coming. So let's make them discard a card, or their... How many cards they got? 1. So yeah, discard the last card, and we draw a card, because they're supposed to discard 2. We draw cards equal to the difference. There we go. I really want to get this guy out, but I also really want to hold up mana for these guys. So let's hold the mana, I guess. Didn't see enough creatures or anything to do much early game. What was I remember getting really upset early game. I was like, it was my card. I think it was my card draw that I was ticked about because I just kept not getting lands, right? Yeah. Ooh, do we counter it or do we kill it with this? We can kill it. Kill it with this. Ooh. We can't necessarily... If they counter our Poison the Cups, we don't have the mana left to counter their counter. Okay, alright. Ooh. I want more. Let's go mana first. We have another removal here. Let's get a creature out. Play this. Oh yeah, foretell this. And now we can cast either one, well, basically any one of these 3 spells we have here. Counterspell, destroy. What do they have foretold? They have something foretold here. Mystery card. They also have this land here, which could be bad. So what are they doing? They're dealing 5 damage to us and then looking at 5 cards. 1 in the hand. Let's counter it. They're tapped out, so yeah. Attack in, we get card draw from it. That's pretty cool. They have nothing in hand, although it gets us another attacker on the field. We could also Deadly Dispute it, which would be nice to get some card draws, dig a little deeper in our deck. So we'll get them out there. Plenty of mana for Poison the Cup and Soul Shatter, I think. So that we have to let resolve this time because we don't have counters anymore. Played them all. Ugh. Sack this guy. He's still gonna die. They're all gonna die. Whatever. Now let's let that go. And then that should get exiled because it was dealt damage by Crush the Weak, so it should be exiled. Yes! Because if a creature dealt damage by Crush the Weak would die this turn, and it died, exile it instead. Oh my god, we could use some game enders now, or win cons. Win cons would be pretty swell, please. Hopefully they come at us with their creature land, because we can just shoot it. Boom here. Creature or planesway, yeah, so this doesn't matter if it's land or not, we can do this as well. Does this have Ward? Ward 3, right? Yeah, we have enough mana for that. Yeah, let's do it. Get rid of that thing. Turtle? Turtle's so clunky and slow. We have one more removal. We need a creature that can attack sooner. Creature land would be really nice in this deck. There's something. Problem is they probably have counter spells now. Right? Here it comes. No? What do they have? They have... They're holding priority for something. What is it? Okay, let's... Holy freaking lands. They waiting for me to do this now? What do they have? Like, oh, now they have to choose a creature. That's a cleric? Oh, that's funny. That is a cleric, so we get to choose. Let's get rid of that. If they have nothing to double, then yeah, they can't do anything. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, if they have no spell to double, that spell is dead. That's the right way to say that. Oh, what a game this is turning out to be. Coincidence. Oh my. Alright, here it goes. Our last removal. We're out of cards. Hands empty. Now we're top decking. Except we've got a good position in the game now. Oh yes, more removal. That is actually really good. We're doing more damage with extra creatures now, and we're continuing to bring stuff back. No, we're not. We don't have any more to bring back. That's not cool. That's how few creatures we've drawn this game. Should I just play out Cube with no target? Are they doubling? Oh, there's a target. 4 mana. We can totally... 4 to play, 4 plus 1 to dissolve. Yeah, we can totally dissolve it right away. We've got the mana for it. And they scoop. 4, 5, 6. We would have been 1 shy of lethal, but we got our removal when we needed it. Wow. Oh, I hated the beginning of that game, but... Well, it was mostly just not getting that land drop. My third land. Missed 1 land drop, so it wasn't that bad. I admit. Whatever. Discard removal, double blue, double black. I kind of have to keep, almost for this land base, this mana base, I almost have to keep this hand. Oh, we're on the play this game. How about that? How about that? And summon the pests. Okay, just attack in and hold up either Flunk / Reject. Slash Soul Shatter. We have that on the back burner too. Next turn we got Cube, perhaps. No. Attack for 1. Stupid life gain. Maybe we should just hold this up as a blocker. We need card draw. I don't really want to cube one of their friggin' pests. So we'll just end now, start blocking their pests. They'll gain life from it, but that's not too big a deal for us. We just need to gain control of the game, the situation. The game, everything. Situation, game, control our opponent's pests. Yeah. Control, control, control. What you gonna do? You can cast a creature for 1 mana, because then you can pay 3 to not let us reject it. And no attacks. I really don't want to use any of this removal on their stupid little pests. Okay. We've already got double blue out there. I say we just go heavy on the black then. We got our double blue. That goes over there. And I guess we just sit and wait a little longer. Yeah, I wish I had a counter spell for that. Not that it would matter, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, let's just, yeah, resolve all. Yeah, the copies would still go through. I don't even think you can counter a copied spell, can you? I think you can counter the main spell, but you can't counter the copies, I don't think. That we can counter. I don't want to have to pay the ward cost. What is it, like 3 life or something? 3 life, yeah. Oh, we can get around ward with this, though. That's true. Yeah, and we hold it up there. Slow and steady. Eventually we'll get cube on and then we'll start getting some damage in. Unless they kill our cube. Maybe we should just play cube next turn anyways. These are all snows except 1, so I got 4 snows. Yeah, alright. That makes that a total of what, 8 now? Yeah, 8 mana. They've got too many cards in hand. This Flunk is only a -1/-1. I don't want to force them to sacrifice their guy. They're going to do it next turn anyways. We can destroy it with Poison the Cup. Oh, I should have done that. That would have been way better. Son of a... How much mana is it? 4? It's kind of clunky to... No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We'd be able to dissolve it, but next turn. I say we do it so we can get some power on the field and start doing some damage. Instead of 1 a turn, we can start doing 5 a turn now. Hopefully, as long as our cube survives. Right, okay. So they sack it anyways in response. How many do we have to discard? Discards a card. What do we discard? Kraken? I'd rather not, but we're nowhere near the mana for it. What do we need? 8. But for the most part, each land we get from this point on will reduce it by 1 as well. So if we need 8, we get 1, we'll need 7. Yeah, we need 2 more lands for that. You know what? We got the cube. They don't have a lot of turns with that on, as long as we can keep it on. I like the saw it coming. Yeah, let's just go that way. We're just too far from casting it, still. Shoot, we don't have anything for their turn now. Any mana. hopefully we'll be able to remove that, attack in, get some damage. Stop with the freaking knife game, man. And with all the card draw, jeez. It's constantly got like a million cards in hand. Finally we get a little bit more mana. Can I even get a -1 with Flunk? I can get a -1 with Flunk. They're tapped out. So let's attack in. Oh shoot! I was supposed to poison the cup before they declared blockers on Dina. Oh, they just chump anyways? Okay, so they gain a life that way. Oh wait, does Dina trigger? Not yet. Okay, let's get rid of her now then. He's like, oh no, they're gonna get an extra point of damage in from that. Ah, ooh. Oh no, do I have the mana? I don't have the mana for this guy, do I? I have 6. I'm 1 shy. 1 shy. That sucks. I do have other removal. They only have pests. Man, it'd be so nice to get that guy though. I'm 1 away and I see no mana here. Making them discard would be nice. It would help our Flunk, so I say we keep that. If we need to counter something, we can. If we need to Flunk, we can, but it's not going to do much. They have to play a card. Now it's -1, -1. Now it's -2, -2. I say we counter that so we don't have to get through its ward ability, its ward cost. Oh my freaking god. With all the stuff. Attacks or blocks, so we need to encourage a block from them. And then that way we can Soul Shatter. Instant speed, right? Make him discard first. Yeah, let's go for the discard first. So, encourage the block. I know we won't get as much damage through. Make him sacrifice in order to block. Instant speed, Soul Shatter. Protect our cube by forcing them to sacrifice their big guy after they already sacrifice a pest. Oh, so they sacrifice them for their own village rights anyways. You bugger. What a punk. You are super annoying, my friend. Black control. That's why I shifted this deck a lot heavier in the black side, because they got it too. They got all this black village rights. Yeah, it's right up there. See, creatures to sack with village rights. That stuff is bad. So we're exiling something now, no? No, now they don't have the black to do it, so next turn. 3 cards in hand for them, finally. Finally, our Flunk is very effective. Our Flunk is -4, -4 now. Yes. 7 -3 is 4. I hate that we got another land. Should I just attack with everybody to encourage the block with the pest? They know they need the pest for their thing up here, so let's just attack all in. We'll Flunk Dina, because they could block one of these guys with Dina. They have something oh, Dina can sacrifice and eat something. She can sacrifice the pest to get the +1/0 boost. Yeah, +X +0, X is equal to the sacrifice creature's power, I believe. In this case, it would be 1. They're just sacrificing for card draw. That's the thing with the freaking mono black control right now. So they still could have plenty of mana to get more pests and cast that that spell they're highlighting. What's it called? The necrotic fumes. I'm like, something about fumes. It's something fumey, gassy. What is it called again? Ward, discard a card, deals combat damage. Whoa. Ugh. That many? Oh, it's that guy, right? Okay, I recognize the name now. And we are so totally out of removal. Fresh out of removal. There's no way we're racing that guy. That's fine. Get as much damage in as we can to try to race. If we do happen to get removal, we hold this land because he has a ward of discarding a card, remember? So if we do draw removal, we can actually cast it through the ward ability. Come on, removal. You know, removal, huh? Yeah? I got lots of it in here. Haven't seen much. This one, and this one. 3. Got plenty more, though. Oh my god, lands. Yup, that's game, I guess. Thanks. When it comes down to that last card draw, oh man. I needed the removal. How about now? I actually do get it now. Instant speed, so we cast it any time. I say we get blue on the field. End turn. And right before combat, we'll cast Baleful. Right now. Yes. Hopefully they don't have any, like, you know, mono green counters. Counterspell. Because that exists. Yeah, I have a card to discard. See, it's a land. The useless BS I've been drawing the last few turns. Wow, yep, that'll do it. That'll friggin' do it. It just doesn't matter. We kill their big creature, they just get that many little creatures. Even when I get you even when the game finally gives me the card I need, finally, they've just always got cards they need, constantly. Wow, let's see what other BS we got here. That could have, that's way too late, we could have used that earlier. That would have been nice like a million years ago too. Yup, GG's. Kind of hard to wait it out when it's like, no, we could have definitely won that. Even they could have drawn those exact cards they had. I don't care about the cards they had. It's the cards I got that was shitty. Let me down. Anyways. Okay, so that was the gameplay. I hope any of you who are into Dimir or really like control stuff, hopefully you guys enjoyed this upgrade. Let me know what would you change about it, especially if you do like running control decks more often. You might actually have a better input than I do on this kind of stuff. Like I said, it's not really my kind of thing. That's why I went more on the black side. It's more proactive. Let's kill their creatures right away. Let's not just hope they cast a spell that I want to counter and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys all think about it. Let me know what you think of the deck and everything else. It was somewhere around a 50% win rate, I think, in the video for this deck. I did have some, I feel like I really did have some bad luck there. So at a 50% win rate like that, I think it's pretty good. Somewhere around 50%. I'm not exactly sure. Can't remember, but it's in that area. And yeah, like I said, comment. Let me know what you think, especially if you like control decks, you like Dimir. What do you think of this deck? Any suggestions? Let me know. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'll see everybody at the next video. Cheers.